Hello and welcome to the mains PYQ discussion by Neenv. See the question here. It's from 2016, a 12.5 marker. Has the formation of linguistic states strengthened the cause of Indian unity? So linguistics, initially when Indian Union was created, the state formation was not on linguistic basis. We had part A, part B, part C and part D states. Just a fourfold classification. Then Fossil Ali Commission came. I've mentioned that in the introduction. State Reorganization Act came. Through this, linguistic states were formed. So we'll give that in the introduction. And the person who led to all this, Potti Sriramulu, he died protesting for linguistic reorganization of states. He's from Andhra Pradesh, and he died. Andhra Pradesh was in fact the first state to be formed along these lines. And before Kashmir, Kashmir is still a union territory. It is the last state to be bifurcated as well. So Potti Sriramulu, the name can be given here. Fossil Ali Commission and State Reorganization Act. Just the context of linguistic state formation. We'll give that in the introduction. So does it help? Did it help in the cause of Indian unity? That's it. Not any other thing. So one of the previous questions UPSC has asked about the feasibility of economy. Does state formation benefit the economy or not? That was one side of it. Here in 2016, UPSC is asking about the unity factor, whether this is helping unity or not. So we have two parts. On the first part, we'll say how it strengthens the unity. In the second part, we'll say how it is challenging the unity. So strengthening the unity, recognition of regional aspiration. See, when you don't recognize regional aspirations, people will suppress it. But it will just keep on boiling, and at the one point it leads to rebellions. Just like Potti Sriramulu's times. Various rebellions, if you take the formation of various states, it all goes like this. Initially there will be tensions will intensify. Over a period it will lead to a rebellion, a huge political demand. The best way to resolve it is by recognizing the regional aspiration. So with linguistic state formation, that will be recognized, which eventually leads to unity rather than large scale rebellions. Next up, it will minimize protest and resentment, unlike Sri Lanka. So what happened in Sri Lanka? You have two types of identities there, Tamil identity and Buddhist identity, or the Sinhalese identity. Once you don't recognize that, what will happen? Civil war will break out. If the state is supporting one group, the other group will be disgruntled. So it's always important to acknowledge either every demand. It's always important to acknowledge. So in India's case, language is very sensitive. Linguistic nationalism should be understood in the broader concept, not just about nation. Nationalism can be any kind of ethnic or linguistic or tribal allegiance. So you can take it in the broader sense. In that broader sense, linguistic nationalism is also there. So once you don't recognize that, it can lead to bigger issues. Next up is model of power sharing. Take the case of Belgium. In Belgium, the power is divided between French-speaking people and Dutch-speaking people. So when you do that, issues can be avoided. So model of power sharing is there. Next up, coalition politics and rise of regional parties is facilitated by linguistic states. Now that is also helpful for democracy. Deliberative democracy. You have more opinions coming out. You can avoid power centers. Next up, targeted distribution of resources. When you have more claims, more awareness, more focus, there is targeted distribution as well. So all these factors will help for the unity. Now what about the challenges? Linguistic antagonism. One state or one language or people aligning to one language can come against another language. So the same thing that I told you, nationalism, the idea of identity, that can work regressively as well. So here I have given the example of anti-Hindi protest. Then internal migration will create an issue. More states you have, then Article 19, the freedom of right to pass throughout the territory of India, there can be more and more restrictions because issues like sons of soil movement, inner line permit, all these things will come. So in a general sense, internal migration will be affected with more state formation. Next up, financial devolution. The recent finance commission related issue can be taken because every state will have their demand. Some state will be paying more, some states will be receiving less. Then they will raise issues. These are genuine issues, but these issues will be there. So when it comes to unity, these are the issues, these are the benefits. We'll conclude it by saying that the Indian model is successful unlike any South Asian neighbors in the last 75 years. So the post-independence consolidation or the formation of states along linguistic lines has helped India in the larger picture. For 75 years, we are a stable democracy. That's how we will conclude it. Thank you for listening.